Today we've got a new DCC Sound loco to look at. Roll the intros. Hello and welcome back to Chelmswood Junction. I'm Peter. As the thumbnail suggests and as the title suggests, we have a new loco joining the Chelmswood Junction fleet. So without further ado, I'm not going to waste any time, guys. Let's get down to the workbench and let's have a look and see what we've got this time. So as you can see, guys, this is a Bachmann g.w.r 94XX Pannier tank with DCC Sound already fitted. Now, before we get it out of the box, guys, I'm going to do my new thing and I'm going to give you a brief history on the loco class. The 94XX Pannier tanks were built between 1947 and 1956, and there was a total of 210 built. The first 10 of the 9400s were the last built by the Great Western Railway. Then nationalisation of the railways came along, and British Rail then ordered another 200 of these locos to be made by private contractors. The 94XX Pannier tanks had very short lifespans due to their role disappearing through changes in the working practices of stations and depots. These locos were numbered from 9,400 to 9,099, and also 8,400 to 8,499, and also 3,400 to 3,409. British Rail gave them a power classification of a 4F. The 94XX Pannier tanks were designed and made for sunken duties, mainly for empty coaching slot movements between mainline terminus stations and depots. They had a boiler output of 200 pounds per square inch and weighed in at 62 tonnes and had a water capacity of 1,300 gallons. The fleet of 94XX Pannier tanks were withdrawn from service between the years 1954 and 1959, so most of the locos would have had less than 10 years in active service and was a wasteful investment by British Railways. Out of the 210 that were built, only 2 now survive into preservation. The rest have been scrapped. The 9,400 is preserved as part of the National Railway Collection and is based at Swindon Steam Museum. 9466 is also preserved and is based at the Ecclesbourne Valley Railway. So that is the history of the actual loco class. Now, what do we get? Usual front of the Bachmann with the Bachmann logo, class of the loco, sound fitted, website and scale. Usual red at the bottom, usual blue at the top, usual blue at the sides. And for those of you that do like the details, this is numbered 35-026SF, so that stands for sound fitted. It's a 94XX class Pannier tank, 9487 in BR black early emblem. Without further ado, guys, oh, and also on the back, as usual, you do get a brief history of the class as well. Without further ado, let's get rid of the packaging, guys, and let's get this one out of its ice cube. This one is actually quite a tight loco to get out. So we've got the usual paperwork. So let's have a quick look at this. Just basically a sound fitted information for you. That's all the sound files on the loco, which I will go through with you. You get the usual guarantee and leaflet for going on to the Bachmann Collectors Club and any service requests that you need doing on the loco. And the last one is the usual how to fit the extra detailing parts that are with the loco, and obviously where to fit them, where to oil the loco, and also if it's not a sound fitted version like mine is, if you've got a DCC ready version, it shows you how you can chip the loco up and how to actually get access to the loco. And on the back it gives you a bit more information because this loco does have a flickering firebox. So that's the paperwork out the way. Let's get the rest of the packaging out the way for it as well. Before we do that, I hate it when they sellotape things together. So I'll just get rid of this bit of sellotape, guys, very, very quickly. Pop that there a minute. So there you go. That is the pack of the detailing parts. You've obviously got the usual couplers in there. You've got a blanking plate if you wanted to put this back to DC operation. Looks like you've got the usual couplers, the brake rigging, and could be other bits and pieces in there. And I also believe there is the doors there as well for the cab sides. Also with there is a etched metal nameplate. If I get it around the right way, you can see there it keeps moving. I'm trying to pin it down, guys, for you. There you go. It actually can see there for 9487. So let's pop them to the side. So let's get the loco out of its ice cube and let's have a look around it, shall we? Now, I have viewed a few videos on this loco from Bachmann, and a few people have had problems. And one of the problems was that the back buffer there was actually fallen off. But as you can see, mine are all present and correct. Nothing's fallen off. And yes, they do have sprung buffers. It's got couplings at both ends. And for a small loco, it's got quite a bit of weight. Let's have a look at the top. You've got nice detailing there for where obviously you would fill the water tanks. You've got the brass copper chimney. You've got the brass valves at the sides and the usual safety area, so it's nicely detailed. Handrail is separately fitted from the sides and on the front. The brake rodding looks like it's already there and present. In a lot of locos you have to put that on yourself. It does tell you there that it is a sound fitted model underneath. Going round to the front, you can clearly see there the 9487, and I don't know if this is going to zoom in, but it's not. I'm going to see if I can see what the shed plate number is. Underneath the magnifying glass, you can see that the shed plate is 84A. I'm not sure what shed that is, but I will look that one up. And again, on the other side, again, you've got, you know, brilliantly fitted, separate and molded detailing. You can see that the actual name, the number plate there is nicely picked out, and also that's where you can fit the metal etched plates as well. Going round to the back, you can see it's got all the all the separate fitted bits and pieces on there, so it's looking good. Coal loads does look a bit plasticky, but it could be made look a bit better with a bit of crushed up coal, I think. But on the whole, it looks a very, very nice loco. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to get this programmed onto the ECOS and we'll get it running for you. So now the loco is now programmed into the ECOS, and I'll give you a run through of the sound files. Now, function 1 is obviously the sound turned on. F2 is a brake function. So you press and hold it and it will stop the loco, release it, it will then start moving again. Bring it back. Just bring it back for you guys. Bit of a dirty track there, guys, sorry about that. Right, function 3 is cylinder cops. Function 4 is a playable whistle. Give it a quick tap. Get a short one, press and hold it. you get a long one. Now function 5 is what they call off is normal load, so it would be like a light engine, and if you've got F5 switched on it becomes a heavy load, so obviously it would be pulling like a rake of 7, 8, 9 carriages. Function 6 is the fire door open and close, and as you can see guys, you have the firing flicker box. Turn it off and it closes up. Number 7 is the injectors. Number 8 is a whistle, but for some reason this one's not working on the ECOS for some reason, but oh, it did then. And again, that is playable. You can hold it for a quick one, or you can hold it for as long as you like. Number 9 is flange squeal, which is obviously when the loco is in motion, but I will double check to see if it is. Yep, it is definitely when the vehicle is in motion. Number 10 is coal shoveling. Now you can only use this function if you've got the firebox door open. So I'm going to open up the firebox door on number 6 and now press F10. And you can hear the fireman shoveling the coal there. Number 11 is the blower. Now on, the blower sounds, and it's only when it's stationary and when F6, again when the fire door is open. So I'll try and demonstrate that for you guys. So that's your blower. Remember, you've got to have that will only work with the firebox door open and when the vehicle is stationary. 12 is the handbrake. It's quite quiet, that one. And when you turn it off, you can actually hear the handbrake being taken off as well. 13 is quite a novelty one, which I quite like, is water filling. So you can clearly hear, when I turned it on, you could hear either the driver or the fireman that's on top of the tanks opening up the tank, and then you can hear the water commencing to fill, and then when you turn it off you hear the water stop filling, and then you hear either the driver or the fireman then closing the hatch of the water tank. So that's a good function. Number 14 is uncoupling and coupling. I'm just seeing, it is literally the same sound every time. Some sound decoders you do get a different coupling sound. 15 is the safety valve. Now this next one I like is the gas whistle. When you press it on and when you turn it off, you get a driver acknowledgement. So if I literally turn it on and off for you, you get the gas whistle, and then straight away you get the driver acknowledging it. So that's number function 16. 17 is coasting. So obviously when you've got the train in motion, you're getting the chuffing sounds. If you want to turn the chuffing sounds off, you could just press number 17 and it will just coast. Number 18, again, this is another one where it's speed dependable and it's got the actual locomotive has to be running, and that is rail clack sounds. 19 is shunting mode, so it will half the speed of the loco. So obviously if you're in a depot, that's actually a good idea. Number 20 is now I've actually got no functions on apart from the firebox open. And as you can hear, the fireman's shoveling already. So you don't actually have to have the shoveling switched on. As you can hear, it's being done automatically. So that's a good feature. Right, getting back to our listings, number 20 is what they call inertia off. Now, I'm not sure what that is yet, but I will once I've got the loco, because this one has to go away, unfortunately, for Christmas. I have been allowed to do a video for you guys because I did have a subscriber ask me to get a Pannier tank on the Chelmswood Junction fleet, and as you can see, I have now got a 94XX Pannier tank. But this one is going away after this video for Christmas. So this will be the first and last time you see it until after December. Back to the functions. Number 21 is mute the sounds. But if you leave it on trigger, you can hear that's like virtually off, very low. Now it's quite loud. So that is a good feature. If you have got, say, like something like the ECOS and you leave function 21 as latch instead of trigger, it will just completely mute the sounds for you. Now, also another thing with this loco is when you've got the firebox door open as it is now, you can clearly see it's just flickering with, say, like a red glow. But once you get the vehicle in motion, you should see like the colour will change and the actual flickering will change to like where obviously the blast of the exhaust is now drawing air through the firebox. So I'm going to try and hopefully demonstrate that for you guys. And off to a start, it's very quick off the mark. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm actually going to put this under heavy load and actually slow this down. Where was it? Number 5. So let's turn number 5 on. Hopefully now it will be a bit slower. Now I've actually just turned the power off, and as you can see it does carry on moving for a little while. That's obviously where the F2 brake comes in very handy. If you press F2, once you shut the power off, then obviously you can get the loco to brake a lot faster than what you normally would. But this is my little 94XX Pannier tank in BR early lined livery. And I like it a lot. So there you go, guys. There is my new Bachmann 94XX Pannier tank. Why has it got to go away for Christmas? Oh, this is going to be torture for the next 6 months, knowing I've got this loco upstairs and I so wish I could play with it. But because I always like to, whenever my wife or my family ever buy me any locos for my railway, as soon as we have purchased that loco, I do like to get it onto the railway, get it tested, get it programmed to make sure that all the functions are working like you heard in the video. All the functions do work, and there's some good functions on that sound chip as well. And make sure you know everything is running properly. Then I usually give it a quick oil, box it up, and then obviously my wife and my family put it away for Christmas. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I've enjoyed making it, and to the subscriber that asked me to get a Pannier tank in, you asked for it, I got it for you. But a word to my subscribers, please don't go crashing me with, oh, get this, get that, get this, get that. I do run on a budget, and I do like a Pannier tank. I have wanted a Pannier tank because, like I said, as you all know, my railway is a Great Western themed railway. and you can't have a Great Western theme railway without a pannier tank and a king and a castle. So I've got the pannier tank now, I've got the king class now, all I need is a nice castle. So I will be looking out for a castle with DCC Sound. Like I said, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you have liked the video, please hit that like button on the left hand side. If you're a subscriber, a great big thumbs up, and a great big thumbs up to all the new subscribers that have joined me over the past week. Hope that you're enjoying the content so far, and I hope that you enjoy future content. To my old subscribers, one in particular, thank you for staying with me for this length of time, and I hope that you are still enjoying content from my channel. The subscriber that I'm going on about is a gentleman called John Denis. I received a lovely parcel in the post today, and thank you, Dennis. All the points and the crossover have arrived to me safe and sound, and I thank you very much for your generosity. John Denis has sent these absolutely free of charge to me, and they will come in handy. These I have already, the crossover will hopefully be going somewhere on the main lines when I do the alterations. These are all Peco and Hornby short turnouts. These will be going and being used for the carriage sidings, which will be made after I've done the massive alterations that I have planned for my layout. So again, to John Denis, great big thumbs up. Thank you very much. You're the first person that's ever sent me anything for free, and I will say, like I said, it is a freebie he has sent me, and they will be used, and I thank you very much. I'm not going to waffle on anymore, guys. Like I said, I hope you've enjoyed the video. So as always, if you want to carry on watching videos from my channel, there should be a link coming up here and here. Until the next time, guys, look after yourselves, protect your loved ones, but above all, happy modelling, and bye-bye from Chelmswood Junction.